Welcome to the Fantasy Football Prophet Podcast, hosted by Craig Phillips and Jeff Torrey. Visit us at fantasyfootballprophet.com. And now your hosts, Craig and Jeff.
Welcome everyone to the Fantasy Football Prophet Podcast. I'm Craig Phillips, joined as always by Jeff Torrey. In today's episode, we got some random questions for you, random different start, sit type stuff, flex questions, a couple waiver things. Normally what we're going to do throughout the season on Thursdays is do more mailbag type questions. This week, it pretty much ends up being just start, sit, which you can just go check out our ranks. Listen to yesterday's episode. Go to the website, fantasyfootballprophet.com. We'll have our ranks up there if you need just player versus player. But we do have some interesting flex situations that some of the listeners have put out there. So we're going to go over those. And then also, new segment this year, we're going to be picking against the spread every week. I want to see what we know. It's something a little different, not fantasy football related, but it's football. So I'm kind of curious. Who will be better, Jeff? Me or you? Picking against the spread.
Oh, man, I got the golden touch. It's got to be me.
So that is actually going to be sponsored every week by mybookie.ag, new sponsor of the show. And I like to gamble online a little bit with some games. It makes it a little more fun, I think. Don't you, Jeff?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know me.
I mean, I do. I'm not throwing
I enjoy it.
Okay, I'm not like high rolling and throwing these big money on it. But if I do win, I do want to get paid out actually, which some of these online people, getting your money's a hassle. So that's not with MyBookie. It's very easy to use. When you get their money, you want to get your money out. It's very easy to get your money out. That's to me the biggest deal. Easy to use website that, hey, if I want to just cash out, I can cash out. I don't have to go through all these hoops and jump through everything to try to get my money. So go to mybookie.ag. You can do, I've been doing this. I did this a little bit last year. I got involved with the live in-game betting. You can literally legitimately bet on, are they going to run the ball next? Are they going to get a first down this drive? Are they going to score a touchdown? That's where it's hey, there's some of those Thursday night games. That's fun to do. And you can do that on MyBookie. So go check that out. And if you do, definitely go use the promo code PROPHET. We got a promo code now. PROPHET. PROPHET. Don't use PROFIT. That will not work. That is not the kind of profit we are.
But that's what we're hoping,
profit.
yes.
But you will definitely profit if you use us.
Because wordplay is fun.
And if you do that, they will match your first deposit 100% up to $1,000. So if you use our promo code.
That's a good deal. It really
I think
is.
so. So we'll do our point spreads in a little bit here. But also, make sure you guys go check us out on Twitter at the FF Prophet or Instagram, Fantasy Football Prophet. Go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/fantasyfootballprophet. And you can go support us on Patreon, patreon.com/fantasyfootballprophet. If you want, just look at our show notes. All the links are there. You can get to all those different places. Follow us on all the different things. And definitely go follow us on Instagram. I'll say we'll be posting our mailbag posts there every week. And that's probably the best place to get your questions to us. I mean, email works as well, fantasyfootballprophet@gmail.com. But we have quite a good following going on Instagram. That seems to be where most of our, followers are. It's about 14,000 people now following us on Instagram, which is nice. So go join us there and definitely get into the conversation. So we're going to do some flex questions here, Jeff. Some random, maybe some other ones, but some flex questions for you, which is always interesting. Okay. So here's one. This is actually, it's a combination here. You get Funky. I'll just go Funky. Funky Cole Medina. Yes, he can start 3 wide receivers and 1 flex. Okay. 3 wide receivers, 1 flex. He has Adam Thielen, Mike Evans, Adrian Peterson, Isaiah Crowell, Tyreek Hill, Will Fuller. So 3 wide receivers. To me, the wide receivers are easy. Thielen, Evans, Hill.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So the question becomes, who do you start at flex? Will Fuller, Adrian Peterson, Isaiah Crowell.
Yeah, and for me at least, maybe you can disagree, but I would kick Crowell out of there. We don't really know. For me, it'd be AP or Fuller, and I think AP is safer to get some points. Will Fuller is the home run hitter. So it really depends on how you view that going. I think AP is probably the safer pick, but depending on my matchup, I might go Fuller.
I'm going to go Peterson.
I think I would edge out. I think I'm going to go Fuller on this one, just because we haven't seen AP a whole lot.
And I get it too. With those 3 receivers, you feel decently safe that you might want a home run.
Exactly. Yeah,
I get it. But I'm still going to go Peterson. I feel confident in Peterson this year. I like it. Again, if you listen to yesterday's show, I just think there's still something left in the tank. Maybe I'm wrong. It ends quick once it ends. It did end a little bit, but this is still Adrian Peterson, right? I mean, come on. It has to be 50% of Adrian Peterson is still better than most, I feel like. He was so good. So we'll see. Here's a question from CM Ventura. It's a trade question. So he would trade Dalvin Cook and Amari Cooper. Dalvin Cook, Amari Cooper. And he would get Christian McCaffrey, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Ooh.
I'm not going to do it.
Ooh.
Because I think that's a downgrade from Cook to McCaffrey. I know you like Juju, so that's what makes it interesting. Yeah. But Juju, Amari, how similar? They're pretty similar to you then. Is Juju ranked higher?
Yeah.
So,
but that is I think there's less of unbelievably, there's less of a question mark with Juju. I think he'll be good. Amari could disappear. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I really do like Dalvin Cook. The only reason I entertain that is because, Dalvin Cook could have a slower start, because obviously they're going to work him in, little by little. I don't think they're going to want to have that same issue flare up. Yep. Obviously they started using him a lot and he blew out his knee. That's in the back of my mind. But no, I think Amari Cooper has very, very high upside. I love Juju Smith-Schuster. But I really do think Cook, if he stays healthy, is just a different player. I think he's special.
Yep, I agree. So, that's where I'm going to go with that one. How about Nick Lorenz? Yes. Who do I start? Chris Thompson or Devin Funchess? I don't know PPR stand or any of that, but just Chris Thompson, Devin Funchess.
I was going to say, this one could go either way. Do you have a strong feeling?
I'm going Chris Thompson.
Okay, I am too. I really thought you were going to actually. I didn't think you would agree with me on that one. Even with AP there, which I know we just talked about how he's going to do well, I think Chris Thompson is going to be utilized in the passing game a lot. And Funchess, if he scores a touchdown, I'm wrong. But I don't know why. I just don't think he will in week 1.
Yep, I agree. I think there's something to Thompson, too.
I did too.
Because he's going to be used separately than Peterson. It's not going to be the same.
Different player.
So, Man of Nature 10 asks, Des Bryant, Devontae Parker, Mike Williams. Who to stash on my bench?
Oh, that same again. That was threw me off.
Des probably threw off. Wait, he's not playing.
Yeah.
So, Des, Parker, or Mike Williams? Who are you going to stash?
Mike Williams. Yeah.
Now, it's definitely Mike Williams. Not even going to worry about it. Here's another flex question. Nelson Aguilar. Just pick one. Nelson Aguilar, Alfred Morris, Robbie Anderson, LeGarrette Blount. That's tough.
Yeah,
Blount's forget about it.
Yeah, I was going to say he's not in that situation.
Aguilar, okay, even if you're worried about Morris, I get it. I get it. I might even throw Morris out right now because I don't know how it's going to be used. I get if you want to use him. I think I might throw it out and just go Aguilar or Robbie Anderson. I don't know if you would, though.
Well, in that situation, okay, and this is my thing.
I just don't know. I don't know.
I think in week 1, I would go Aguilar over Robbie Anderson, even though that might change very quickly. Morris really is an interesting one for me because I do think that he's going to be used quite a bit week 1. I actually think I would. I don't know why. I'm kind of falling for Morris a little bit, so I think I would go Morris, but I would be okay with Aguilar as well.
I'm going to go Aguilar because I just feel safer because he is that number 1.
Right. I don't know why. I don't know what that offense is going to look like right away. I think Ajayi is banged up. He's the number 1. Foles is behind center. It might take him a week to get moving.
Yep. Yeah. I wish I knew more about what Morris is going to be.
Yeah, I'm taking a leap of faith on that one completely.
All right. 2 Wavy asks, you need some help, he says. I need some help. Should I trade Devontae Adams and Jordan Howard for Le'Veon Bell and Demaryius Thomas? He already has Gurley on his team, too. This is standard. Devontae Adams, Jordan Howard for Le'Veon Bell, Demaryius Thomas. Oh, man, I think Gurley, Bell. If you have Gurley and Bell.
I'm going to say yes.
I think you do. I think Bell's that much of a talent.
I think you pulled the trigger, and I really do think Demaryius Thomas is always a little underrated. I love Devontae Adams. His upside is crazy. Yep. I mean, he really could catch, who knows? I mean, double-digit touchdowns is probably in his future. But I think Demaryius Thomas is being underrated. Case Keenum there is definitely going to raise his stock. Even if he is a guaranteed top 20 guy with Le'Veon Bell and Gurley, you are good. So, yeah, I would pull the trigger on that. I like Howard still, too. Everyone in that trade is solid.
But I think anytime you get Le'Veon Bell,
it's just he's a game changer.
Basically, in trades like that, for me, 2-for-2 trades, I want the side with the best player. That's how I kind of look at it a lot. I want the side with the best player, and especially if the other stuff's kind of close. I mean, Adams, Thomas, obviously we like Adams more, but Thomas, there is a chance that he's going to be very usable. We don't know exactly what he's going to be, but I want the Bell side all the time.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Next question we got from Benjamin Hall. He asked, this is a half-point PPR. So which side do you want? Team A gets Marvin Jones and Delvin Cook. Team B gets T.Y. Hilton and Jordan Howard. A lot of Jordan Howard trade stuff here. So do you want Marvin Jones, Delvin Cook? Do you want T.Y. Hilton, Jordan Howard? This is a tough one. This is tough.
This really is tough.
This is half-point PPR.
Oh, man.
Which doesn't necessarily bode terribly well for like Marvin Jones. He's not necessarily a PPR monster.
No, well, that's
but
the
either
thing.
is Jordan Howard then. Either
Exactly.
we don't know what Delvin Cook is.
Really, Delvin Cook and then T.Y. are on opposite sides of this. T.Y. it's only half, so it's not full,
Yep.
so you can't go completely on that. I think in that case, I think I got, it was Cook and Jones, right?
Cook and Jones.
Yeah, I think I side with that, but it's close.
I think I'm actually going to side Hilton Howard.
Do you?
Barely, though.
If it was full point, I think T.Y. would be worth it, but in half point, I just don't. I don't see it being near as much of the draw because I think Cook will even that out a bit with his catches.
I just think to me, I have a bigger gap between Hilton and Jones than you do. That's the thing.
That's true.
The gap between those two is bigger than my gap between Cook and Howard, I guess. That's where I guess my difference is. And I like Cook, but there's question marks on Cook. So that's the only thing. There's just still, I have some questions.
Yeah.
And I think Howard's relatively safe, but I can go either way. I can see the other. If Marvin Jones is what he was last year, it's definitely you want the Jones side.
Yeah. If it wasn't half point PPR, it wouldn't be near as tough for me.
Couple more flex questions. Jared Rankin asked, should I play Allen Robinson or Tevin Coleman?
Ooh, that is a good question.
It's tough because, again, we don't know what Allen Robinson is.
No idea.
But I'm going to go Allen Robinson because Tevin Coleman, to me, he still is second running back.
Yeah.
I mean, I like him, but he's still the second back.
Exactly.
And Robinson should be a number one receiver. And I think in any case, I think you go the number one receiver over a second running back.
Yeah, I think you have to, especially with week one. You don't know how, Devontae Freeman should be healthy.
Yep.
And yeah.
All right. But how about this one? Corey Davis or Chris Carson? Another flex.
I go Corey Davis.
I'm going Chris Carson actually week one. I think he's going to get more of the workload.
I don't think that they're going to be able to run the ball effectively.
True, I get that, but I haven't seen again. Corey Davis, I have him ranked decently high, but I haven't seen it from him yet.
No,
that's where I haven't seen anything.
Speaking
from
of
him.
that, Chris Carson,
I saw a little bit from Chris Carson last year.
Yeah, and it was really bad.
I saw.
You didn't see anything because that line they just got swallowed up.
I think he was okay, right?
Yeah, I think all of those, when you have a starting running back versus starting wide receiver, the running back will always be safer because they will get a few points for you.
Yep.
But I don't know. I guess I've picked against it as well, but I don't know why. I like Corey Davis's upside. I would go that way, but I get your point. Seattle's run game just bothers me entirely.
Yep. And another flex question. I like these flex questions. It makes us think, and maybe we might not go over your player exactly, but check out our rank. So if we're talking about players around that rank, just take a look and you might be able to get an idea of what we think. So here's another one. Which two? It's a standard scoring. Alfred Morris, Deion Lewis, Marquise Goodwin.
Even though they're on the same team, I would go Morris Goodwin.
I'm going the same. It's odd.
Finally, we agree.
It's odd. I'm just going with my gut on this one.
Yeah.
And it told me Morris Goodwin. And it's because the Deion Lewis thing is, again, we're idiots right now. We don't know anything about anything. We think Morris is going to get a lot of the work.
I think Morris is considered RB1 on that team.
Yep.
Right. If he get anywhere near the goal line, I think he'll get a shot at it.
Yep.
Deion Lewis, I don't know what to expect.
Yep.
He's a good player, but who knows? So I got to see that one going. And I think Goodwin is a legitimate wide receiver this year. So I would probably pick him no matter what.
All right. One final question before we get to the point spreads. This is from Landon. He has Kerryon Johnson is out there available on his waiver wire. Which,
okay.
Pick him up, right? But who would you drop? And pretty much, I will say this comes down to me. There's 3 options. Would you drop? There's really only 2 options: Gio Bernard or Antonio Gates for Kerryon Johnson. This basically comes down. Do you think Antonio Gates is anything?
If you have another tight end, I would drop Gates.
100%.
Yeah,
Gates. If Gates is your starter, definitely don't. I guess. But
right.
I don't believe in Gates.
No, I don't either.
I think he's,
and even more so, I don't believe that he's going to be substantially better than someone else you could stream.
Yeah.
So not to get Kerryon Johnson, who could be a viable running back in order to use the entire year if things go well for him, it would be crazy not to drop Antonio Gates for him.
Yep.
And also why I can't really drop Gio either, because I think running back is harder to come by. Maybe not in that league if Kerryon Johnson is out there.
True. We don't know what else is out there.
But I think Antonio Gates is by far the easiest to replace.
And I like a lot of young tight ends that are out there. We've talked about it. So there's plenty of guys.
Ton of guys this year.
All right. So those are some of the flex questions for this week. So next week, just get your questions into us. We'll definitely do this every Thursday. That's it. Probably do these flex questions, waiver. We'll do more, if you have some add drop questions on Thursdays, trade questions. Like to do those. I mean, if it's just straight up player versus player, just check our ranks. That's what we'll go with those. But definitely get us some flex questions. We'll answer those for you. So we're going to do point spreads here. We're going to pick some games. MyBookie.ag, once again, go check them out. Use the promo code PROPHET, and they will match 100% of your first deposit up to $1,000. So go there and see if you maybe use our picks and they're right, but don't trust us necessarily. Wait to see what we do. Just let's find out here. We're going to go through them all. We're going to keep track every week. I want to see how we fare here. So first game. This is okay, we're recording this a little bit early, but it is Thursday night game. So this is coming out. You're listening to this right now. It is Thursday night. It's Falcons at the Eagles, who have Nick Foles. Eagles are 1.5 point favorites. So are you basically 1.5 is 1.5? It's tough. It's almost kind of not quite a pick 'em, but it's close to it. Which side do you like here?
I'm surprised I'm actually saying this, but I'm going to go Falcon. I'm going to go Atlanta.
Me too.
Yeah, nice.
I'm actually going Atlanta as well. Nick Foles, I don't trust it. He had a good run there for a couple games, but he also looked poor at times. He didn't look good in the preseason. So I just feel like that Super Bowl hangover is going to be in effect. Falcons are going to come in there on opening night and just take it to them. Falcons are a good team. They are. They always are. So definitely, that's what I'm going with. So next game, Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Pittsburgh is a 4.5 point favorite. So 4.5 points, Pittsburgh at Cleveland. They're going to win by 4.5, or are you going to take the points in Cleveland?
No, I'm going to take Pitt.
Yeah. As much as you might like Cleveland this year, can't do it there.
No. I think it's going to be a very high scoring game.
Yeah. And it could be if Cleveland is what we think they are. They're better.
Yeah.
Just better.
Well, at least Pittsburgh will score a lot.
So here's the next one. San Francisco 49ers at Minnesota. Minnesota is 6 point favorites.
No, come on. Really?
Yeah, right?
That's a good spread. Nope, still going Minnesota.
Okay, we're going to disagree at some point, but not yet. I'm still going Minnesota as well. I don't. Okay, if Jimmy Garoppolo goes on the road week 1 and beats Minnesota there, who just went to the NFC Championship game last year, that's impressive
and got better.
Yeah, I will definitely buy into that.
They upgraded quarterback and they get Dalvin Cook back.
Yep. Yep. Next one. Cincinnati Bengals traveling to Indianapolis to play against the Colts. Colts are 3 point favorites. 3 point favorites.
This is a tough one for me. I don't really like either team.
And essentially 3 points it's pretty much just they're giving them the 3 because they're the home team.
Yeah.
We don't know what Andrew Luck is yet. Colts don't have much of a defense. Cincinnati has Andy Dalton. God,
I don't like either of those teams. I don't know what I'm going to go Cincinnati.
I'm going to go Colts.
Okay.
I think Luck's going to be good. And I guess I don't buy into the whole.
And Cincinnati gets 3 points, right? I didn't read that wrong.
No, they're yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You get the 3. Yeah, you get the 3. You get the 3. So you get those 3. So I'm still going Colts.
I'm taking points because I hate them both.
Buffalo Bills at Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
The Ravens are 7-point favorites.
Wow.
And these lines, obviously, by the time this comes out, the lines might have changed by now, but we're going off, Ravens are 7-point. Ravens should be favorites in this game.
Yeah, they should.
But 7 points? A little much?
Sounds a lot. That offense is so bad.
It is. That's a big point spread for a team that I don't even like.
Yeah, and they don't score that much, but at the same time, no, I really want to, but I gotta go Baltimore. I think Buffalo is that bad.
Me too. I'm going Baltimore, so we only got one difference so far. But I can't go Buffalo because Nathan Peterman, he hasn't shown. We don't think he's good.
-7, that's gonna bite me. I have a feeling.
-7's tough. It is. That's a tough one. It made me want to go the other way, but
if it wasn't Peterman.
All right. Here we go. Jacksonville at the Giants. Jacksonville is 3-point favorites.
I take Jacksonville.
Going with Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Giants.
You going Giants?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind that one.
Yeah. I'm taking the points. You know what? I don't know why. Because maybe I know why, because Blake Bortles just sucks sometimes.
I don't think it's going to be like a blowout game by any means. I just think that defense is going to hold them.
I don't know why. I just think I'm going to go Giants. Something about it.
Doesn't bother me at all.
Something about it. It's a little off, but okay, here we go. Tampa at the Saints. Saints are 9.5-point favorites.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, I'm going Saints. I don't care. Tampa sucks, right?
Yeah, I'm actually. I am too. I hate taking these huge spreads, but yeah, I'm going Saints as well. I think Alvin Kamara is going to run all over them.
Right. I don't believe in the Bucs.
No, and especially
even though Evans might do something.
Fitzpatrick is not the worst thing ever, but I don't think they're going to put up that many points.
All right, Texans at the Patriots. Patriots are 6.5-point favorites.
You know what? I'm going to take Houston.
You gonna go with it?
Yep.
You're just gonna ride that Deshaun Watson train, and I'm going Patriots. I don't care. Patriots. I don't believe in Watson.
And Patriots might win, but if it's only by a field goal, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah. Titans, 1.5-point favorites at Miami. Do you believe it either?
Mariota versus Tannehill. What a showdown. No, I'm still gonna go Tennessee.
I'm gonna go Miami because I can't take a team I don't believe in on the road in week 1.
I feel you.
I just can't do it, so I'm gonna go Miami.
I'm backing my boy Derrick Henry, really.
Chiefs at Chargers. Chargers are 3.5-point favorites.
Oh dang!
Right? That's tough. Makes it tough because I like the Chargers.
Yeah, I actually like the Chargers better. 3.5 though.
Chiefs are 3.5-point underdogs. And the Chiefs were really good last year. I know they have a new quarterback, obviously.
Yeah, does he?
You know what?
Oh my gosh.
I'm
3.5. I'm going KC actually. I think it's going to be only decided by a field goal. That's how close I think it's going to be. I don't think that Mahomes is going to be that bad in week 1. So I'm going KC.
I believe in the Chargers this year. I'm even with the points. I'm gonna take them. I believe in them. I think they're gonna be pretty solid. Seattle at Denver. Denver is 3-point favorites.
Seattle versus Denver. No, I'm going Denver.
I'm too.
Yeah,
I don't believe in Seattle right now.
I don't either, and I think Case Keenum is such a huge upgrade from what they had last year that I think that's going to make all the difference.
Dallas at Carolina. Carolina's 3-point favorites.
No, I'm going Carolina.
Me too. I don't believe in Dallas right now.
No.
I don't think. Maybe they have a passing attack that we haven't seen yet, but I think it's going to be Zeke's going to be good, but he's going to have a hard time against this.
At some point, you will have to pass the ball. It's not going to go well.
Washington at Arizona. Arizona 1-point favorites.
1 point doesn't matter. All right. So who do I think
Washington
is actually going to win
at
that?
Arizona. I'm going Arizona.
Yeah.
I like Sam Bradford. I actually do. And I like Larry Fitzgerald, obviously. And David Johnson's there. I'm fine with it. I just like it. I think it's solid. Chicago, which is now the interesting team, which we were all interested in their offense this year. And now they got Khalil Mack, too.
Yeah, that...
Right?
Everyone was hyping him up, and I was like, no. As soon as that happened, I was like, oh, maybe they're legit.
So they're at Green Bay. Green Bay is 7.5-point favorites. This is going to be, the Sunday night game?
7.5. Wow, this is why the house always wins. These are... No, I'm taking. I'm going Green Bay.
Me too. I'm not buying it.
No.
I'm not buying this whole. And it'll be a 7-point game, and we'll lose.
You're right.
That's
Maybe whatever.
Jets at Lions. Lions are 6.5-point favorites.
Dude, I shouldn't do that. Lions, I have to.
God, no. I'm a Lions fan. We know how this story plays out.
I do too, but I think we have to win by
Jets.
Oh my God!
Jets.
I think we have to win by a touchdown.
Nope, Jets. I've been burned too many times. We know how this story plays out.
No, Lions, man, we gotta do it.
Final game: Rams at Raiders. Rams are 4.5-point favorites.
Yeah, I'm going Rams still.
Me too. Nothing sounds good about the Raiders right now, right?
I'm giving points way too often. This is going to bite me.
We have a few differences here, but enough to see what happens here. So that'll be interesting. But once again, if you want to go make your bets for this weekend, go to mybookie.ag. Use our promo code PROPHET, PROPHET, and they will match, up to 100% of your deposit up to $1,000. Go check that out. Maybe do some in-game betting. It's always fun. So that's it. We'll be back then tomorrow. We're going to do some reaction to tonight's Atlanta Philly game, see what we see. I don't know what. Maybe we'll be right and Atlanta wins.
I think we will.
So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully there's some interesting fantasy takes from this.
Well, you're about to. I think you will learn quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, number one,
JHI. I want to see
how
he does. That's my big story of the night.
Number
see
two,
how he's used.
Is Nick Foles a worthy quarterback to start while Wentz is hurt?
And then how's Nelson Aguilar do? I'm actually interested in that
big one
too. So.
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, true. There's there's
a lot of guys.
Yep. So we'll go over that. Actually, we'll go over that late Thursday night. We'll have that to you within an hour of the game being done. We should have that episode out to you already. So make sure you got notifications set to find it up for us. We'll have it for you right then. Talk to you guys later.